was like, poo. The minute he opened his mouth, I thought he's crazy. Do you remember the date?
Yes.
What's the date? That's when I got scared. That was the minute when I got scared. Hello everyone, welcome to That Cool Couple channel. I hope you guys like our video. Today we are here and we are going to answer questions. We have 15 questions, I think?
Yes.
We have 15 questions. Those are the most asked questions. I had sent out a Q&A session on Instagram and on TikTok, and we are answering those questions today.
So first of all, thank you so much for all the questions to our viewer, because it looks like there were so much, but we have to trim down to just 15, and we'll just see if you guys like this content, like this vlog, then we'll probably continue answering questions.
Yes. And we have not prepared for this.
Oh yes.
So this is gonna be random. We asked one of our friends to write down the questions. So
I mean, I'm feeling like as soon as you'll open the first question, I'll get nervous. It's like what I need to say, and I mean it's about us, but it still like feels like exam. So
so I'm nervous too. Oh my god.
I think it would be nice if we have little prepared.
Yeah. But
And
anyway,
I think it's like looking at her, I already lost my confidence because it's like I'm so underdressed. And since morning only, I think you know that you knew we are going to make this video, and I was like,
told
okay,
you.
let's bring my pajama and t-shirt and I'll be look like this. I feel like so underdressed, but that's okay. I
so
hope
you look good. You look good.
my answers will cover
Oh.
me.
We'll see how your answers will cover. So let's start with our first question. And I also noticed that 95.6% of you have not subscribed, which is crazy, right? Like
Wow.
only 5% of our viewers have subscribed to our channel. You didn't know that, did you?
No. So it's like whoever subscribed, they are not seeing as much as compared to the not subscribed people.
Yes. So whoever is watching our video, 95% of them have not subscribed to our channel.
Wow. That's
So
huge.
please go ahead, and if you like our content, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. So let's start with our first question. You go first.
Ladies first, please. I
Okay.
think
Your first thought when you both saw each other for the first time.
that's a good start.
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Me. Okay, my first thought was, he's crazy. That was my first thought.
When you saw me first time, like in
Yes.
the lab, in the MIT lab,
No, I mean, I didn't.
because that was the first time we saw
When I
each
saw
other.
you, okay, without you speaking, I thought you're cute.
So
Without
yeah,
him
yeah.
speaking, the minute he opened his mouth, I thought he's crazy.
Well, your version is really bad. I don't like it.
What was your?
So I remember that when I first saw you, you opened the MIT lab. I guess it was MIT
Door.
lab. MIT lab session. So we were in the practical session. She was late, and it was really. So like she was late, and as soon as she opened the door, and I was not doing anything in the practical session, so I just looked at the door, and that was the first time I saw, and I quickly realized that she's so innocent from her face.
What do you mean from her face?
No, it's like first look.
Okay.
So
Are you saying I'm not innocent?
no, Baba, she is, and she was looking so innocent, and I was just keep praying that God, please make her sit beside me, because there was one empty chair in my practical session. So I was just thinking that please make her sit beside me, and in my mind I was like, she's looking so innocent and cute and obviously beautiful. So that was like the first time when I saw whatever I thought. So yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, second question.
My turn. Ooh. The day you first met. Do you remember the day?
Yes, I remember the date. I don't remember the day. I remember the date.
I mean, you don't remember when you first came to India in second year? You may came like on Saturday and joined us on
No,
Monday.
I don't.
No,
Maybe
even
Monday.
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, even I don't remember.
I don't remember the day, but I remember the date. Do you
Yeah.
remember the date?
Yes.
What's the date?
I don't think so that is a part of the question, but I think it's a part of your verification. Like, does he remember the date or not?
Day is closer to date, right? So if you know the date, you will find out the day. So
I remember the date.
what's the date?
July 7,
July 7. Year?
2014.
Yes.
That was
right.
our second
That's
year.
right. Yeah, I'll give him that one, yeah. Okay, third question.
I need to brush up some of my dates.
How did you both meet and who fell in love first? So how we met? We met, he just said the date, right?
Yeah.
And then where we met, how we met was we both were doing engineering, computer science in India, and we were classmates. So that's how we met. And who fell in love first? Who did it?
Yes, ma'am. I fell in love
He
first.
did, yeah, he did. It took me some time.
Sometime, can you please say how much time? Because I guess sometime doesn't answer month, days, years. Please be more specific.
Maybe like 4 years. So I basically took the whole engineering to try to figure out.
I don't know, it's normal in Nepal, but please let me know if sometime can be extended to years or if it matters.
So in my justification, love is very, very, very important to me, and it's one thing that I wanted to be like as sure as I can, and oftentimes it feels like you're sure but you never know, right? So when I met him, he was exact opposite of the kind of guy I thought I would marry, and I fell in love with him. And I'm a planner, but I didn't plan this. So it took me some time to, like, we matched on every level, like compatibility wise. So I mean, he convinced me without telling me that he is in love with me. He convinced me.
I felt like I'm not a good convincer, because it took me 4 years to convince her to marry me or to say yes, at least for a relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm not at all a good convincer.
So when he convinced me, he tried to convince me, and then it took a little time, but I was very happy when we were friends. So anyway, moving on.
The day, what was the first question? Because I need to answer also. When we first met, so we first met in practical session, MIT lab, and luckily God listened to me and she sat beside me, and that's when I thought, okay, this is my moment. I need to shine.
And ever since that day, I've been sitting beside him. Okay, was it your turn?
Oh yeah, my turn.
It was your turn.
Okay, so question number 4.
4.
Wow. What was the cutest nickname given to each other? I guess mine is cutest.
No.
Like,
Let the audience decide who's
Okay.
cutest.
Okay, so say.
Okay, so I call him Mutu, which means sweetheart in Nepali, and that's what I call him.
And I call her Nanu. So Nanu means little girl. There is a backstory. So when I knew that she's from Nepal, and it's like when I like someone, I usually call with a nickname, and that's when I thought, okay, I need to call her with a nickname, and I thought like, okay, I think Indian nickname would be little boring, so I just googled a cute girl in Nepali called.
Yeah.
So Nanu popped up, and that's when I thought, okay, yeah, I think it's really cute. So from that moment, I called her Nanu.
Yep. Yep. So next question is question number 5. Did you feel insecure in India? How did he make you feel comfortable?
Okay.
So
I'm also curious to know. Did you feel insecure?
I didn't feel insecure. I would say a little bit uncomfortable for the first day because it was just overwhelming. There were so many of them. Like, I have been speaking to his family for like past 5 years, so I know them. Like, I knew them well, I'd say. I knew them well before I went and visited them, but
I guess you were talking like separately, na? Like mom, dad, one at a time. But when you visited, I guess it was like 20 people at the same time
at
talking
the same
to you.
time, and everybody's eyes was on us. But the family,
Especially you, Baba. I was like, please keep him aside.
But I didn't. To answer your question, no, I didn't feel insecure because they were like so nice. They welcomed us with such warmth and such a beautiful, like, everything about my visit last year was incredible. The family was so nice, so understanding. But I did feel a little uncomfortable. I think that's just my feeling from, going back after 4 years directly to his family and then all of his relatives and all that. So it was a little bit of uncomfortableness that I felt.
Even my sister-in-law felt uncomfortable. Like when she was doing puja.
That's when I got scared. That was the minute when I got scared. So when I'm the younger one, Devrani. And my Jethani, when she was doing the aarti, her hands were shaking. And I was like, oh my god.
Is that a sign that
I should be scared as well? And that's the minute when I started getting nervous. But apart from that, there was nothing else. His mom, dadi, everyone was like, पूरे दिन नजर ही उतारते रहते. Full day नजर ही उतारते रहते. I don't know if it's with every Marwadi family or it's just his family, but
I mean, like, in the start, she felt like वो काला जादू type कर रहे हैं.
No.
वो ऐसे.
I was like, क्या कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि नेपाल में इतना नजर नहीं उतारते.
So in general, like how वो नजर उतारना कैसे होता है नेपाल में? क्योंकि in India you already have seen. Okay.
That much.
Oh, that's it.
Or I think they put a tika from your foot.
Kala tika, like
No,
kajal.
not kala tika. Just take your feet, swipe it, and then put a tika.
But
That's
feet
where
में
that's
कुछ
what.
भी नहीं हुआ तो?
हाँ, मतलब थूक लगाओ.
अच्छा.
थूक लगाओ, feet पे touch करके टीका लगाओ.
Oh.
Yeah. So and that too, my grandmom used to do that. When we were small and we would go out at night, my grandma, she used to and then she used to put a tika on us just for protection kind of. But nobody does like.
Thu is similar. Like even in my culture also we do thu.
Yeah, your
but
culture
I
is
guess
like thu. Your culture is just thu. My mom is like poo. I think my mom feels like the
it's like वो मेहुना वाला scene. I have to wear a sponge जिसमें wiper हो.
my mom thinks जितना force से थूको उतना effective है.
Thank God. Yeah, hoping कि just शायद एक थोड़ा heads up, like give me a heads up जब करने वाले हो. I'll be like मेरे पे.
But like my mom does it very rarely to me when I'm like looking absolutely incredible. That's like once in like 2 to 3 years my mom will do that to me.
So how does it make sense, Baba? Like you have prepared so well. आपने एकदम अच्छे से dressed हुए हो. मम्मी आएंगे. So is that like intentional? I guess it's intentional, Baba. I think it's intentional. Now it makes sense.
No.
कि आप इतने खूबसूरत लग रहे हो. Let me just put एक होता ना काला टीका टाइप तो थू ताकि एक पैच हो जाए.
Oh my god, no. No. That's not what I meant. Like yours is different kind of.
नहीं but थू हमारे में भी ऐसा थू and थू like side में.
But my mom drops a little bit of thoo in that thoo. Like thoo. Okay.
Okay, I really wanted to know, it's just in her family or it's just whole Nepal कि नजर उतारने का.
But anyway, moving ahead.
like,
Moving ahead, I did not feel uncomfortable. Like they were very nice and very sweet. Sorry, insecure. I didn't feel insecure. They were very nice and very sweet. Yeah, just a little bit of nervousness, a little bit of uncomfortable for the first day, and from second day I was roll on.
Oh yeah, like she, what it's called, एकदम अच्छे से ढल गए. क्या कहते हैं? She blended well.
Yeah.
She blended well.
Okay, question number 5.
I have.
I'm seeing which question number 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Question number 6.
Question number 6. Ooh. Does he get angry? Is he hiding his anger on social media? So I think
He gets angry.
yeah, you have
To
seen
answer.
me bad or good, so please answer. Yeah.
So to answer, yes, he does get angry. I mean, any human would, right? That's just an emotion, but he is more on the calmer side, and he gets angry very rarely. But if he gets angry, it's high level anger. So
But not physically. I just wanted to clarify
No.
because I think there are different categories.
yeah.
So not physically, just like shout.
Yeah, not even shout. You'd
Irritate.
be as quiet as hell
Oh, like in the anger.
in the anger.
So I just need
You're
my
like
time
super, yes, he needs time,
to heal.
and he married an impatient woman who can give everything but time.
Not time. It's like I'm angry. I'm sitting in the corner and I'm just healing, and she'll come to me. Woo, Papa. So,
So-
why are you not talking to me?
So I am on the hyper side, and I'm like, how much time do you need?
I don't know. I mean, I don't.
And he doesn't want to talk, and I'm always like, no, you have to tell me how much time you need. So yeah, it seems like he doesn't get angry because he rarely does. That's true. But when he does get angry, it's not like
Yeah,
he's
I
not
do
trying
agree.
to hide it on social media.
Definitely.
He is how he looks on social media totally. But he does get angry sometimes, and that's rare. So
Angry,
mostly
Frustration,
Go ahead,
irritation.
yeah.
I would say like when I'm busy with so many stuff, and so I think that time. But I do get angry.
he
Yeah,
does.
that is for sure.
Yeah, he does.
But not often.
Not often.
Question number 8, I guess. No,
Ad-
7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Advantages and disadvantages of intercaste relationship. How did you overcome those challenges?
Those are really good questions, actually. Huh?
And they are-
People are really curious about us, Baba. So let's say advantage, disadvantage, or should I go first?
You go first.
Okay, I'm seeing the pattern. If it's easy, then you'll go first, and if it's little difficult, you throw me under the bus. Is it?
Go ahead.
Okay, so advantage and disadvantage of intercaste marriage. Okay, I'll start with the advantage. I think the first thing I noticed and I picked as an advantage is I get to see a totally different culture, a totally different world. Because what it's used to be in my culture is they always get married, like it's an arranged marriage culture, so they always get married in the same culture. So it's always the similar thing you are seeing, like, okay, mom, dad will react like this, they'll do this thing in a certain way. But as soon as I got introduced with the Nepali culture, it's so different. It's not like in a bad way, obviously. I mean, after your laugh, I felt like you're feeling like I'm saying in a bad way. No. So many good things I picked up. It's like how you guys think about small stuff, like the people who is doing stuff in your house. You guys make sure that they'll also have a certain level of education, so that way they can make their career. That is not in our culture, and that's a like very good thought. So first thing. Second thing, the disadvantage. So disadvantage I've seen. I mean, disadvantage is like when you have to understand, okay, what I need to tell here, so that way, because both are different cultures, so you have to be very mindful of
What to say when.
what to say when,
And how.
and
How to
challenge
deliver.
and how to deliver, because it's like the things which are cooler here, it may not be cooler over here. So that's like the disadvantage, but it's a really learning point.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
because it's like people have different thinking, and I saw that Nepali people, they really love living their life. In my culture, I have not seen that, so I really love how people live. They enjoy, even if it's 60 or age 60 or 70. They do not act like, okay, I have to act it mature, which is really good, because that makes me blend with this culture more. Because if I have to maintain a little like barrier, then I don't think so I will be able to blend it well.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that. Like, people in Nepal, I mean, I can't generalize for everyone, but for at least my family and my relatives, I don't think they care about what other people will say. They will follow their heart regardless, and they'll just do whatever they want and have fun at any age and travel and whatever they want. So that is true. So coming to advantages and disadvantages. Advantage, totally new culture. You might think Nepal and India are like border countries, but culturally they are wide apart. Like, there are so many new things in his culture that I get to embrace and then learn from. So it's totally two different worlds, I'd say.
Food wise, clothes wise,
vegetarian,
yes,
hardcore non-vegetarian,
and
like,
the way your family celebrates any function or anything with alcohol, and it's chach or lassi.
Yes, no alcohol. So small things like that. But I think both are Hindu, so kind of we have a common base.
Thank God, we have this puja, some festivals.
So all those are similar and like kind of similar, and they align together. So we have the good foundation. But then both countries and cultures have their own things that they celebrate and how they want to celebrate. That's the advantage. Coming to disadvantage, some things that might be like super cool in Nepal might not be very cool in his family. So I have to find that perfect balance where I keep my culture but also don't offend anyone in his family that way. It could be clothes wise or food wise, just could be thought process sometimes. But his family understands, they do. But sometimes I also have to understand that they are coming from two totally drastic different backgrounds. So that is the disadvantage, I'd say.
I mean, it's always a learning point. We are still learning about each other culture.
Yeah, it is.
So it's exciting, no doubt it's exciting, and it opens to a new world.
So question number 8.
Yes, 8. Oh, man, people are asking really good questions.
When are you guys planning for a baby? The most asked questions. Every TikTok live, every time on Instagram question and answer session. The most put comment also. So
I would say once we become adult, because
we
it's
are
like,
already adult.
I
The
mean,
definition of
it's
adult
like,
in US
I
is
mean-
18 years.
I mean, not
Mentally.
age-wise, but it's
Mentally.
like we are still in like a baby phase only. We play with each other, and we felt like अभी हम अपने आप को नहीं अच्छे से manage कर पा रहे. How will we able to manage
Kids.
with kids?
Yeah.
So we need little maturity, I guess.
And I think we've crossed that line. I don't think we'll ever be mature. होना होता तो हो जाता अभी तो. That's what I think.
So in this answer will say there is a little time on that,
Yeah.
and we
A
feel
little
like
bit.
we
Right
feel
now
like-
our immigration status is not sorted. and then we just bought a house, so we are still kind of setting it up. Apart from that, we have some travel goals that we wanna complete before we plan for a baby. So somewhere in the future, we'll let you guys know when that happens, and we'll share with you guys, of course. Like you guys are our family. So, question next. 9. Question number 9.
How and when did you know she or he's the one? Nice.
Oh, that day.
Baba,
I'm
you
just
didn't
kidding.
tell. I hope you're kidding, honey. Because
Okay. Do you wanna go first?
I think I want you to go first. Please say.
Okay. The day I realized he is the one, it wasn't one day for me. It was a series of events and series of actions that happened over those 4 years that I took time. And so when he left, like after completing graduation, after graduating, when he left and we were in a long distance, that's when I realized that okay, this is just not best friendship that I was calling it for like 4 years.
4 years.
And the reason is, you've been with someone for so long, you don't realize anything. You're just with them. You're happy. It's everything you ever asked for. Like there's someone to support you, love you, always be, mindful of what you want, give you everything you want. And then all of a sudden that thing goes away. And that hits you, right? But in the beginning, you just think that, okay, it's best friendship. And, he was my best friend for so long. We were together celebrating birthdays, every other festival, whatever. But now, how long is this gonna last? I was thinking it just happened, so it will take some time and I'll move past over that. And then after a while, I'll, forget and move on and live my life and we'll still be best friends. That was what I thought. But days passed and months passed and years passed and I could not forget. So that's when I
You
realized.
Could not go over me as something.
That's when I realized he is the one.
Am I that lovable?
And when did you realize I was the one?
I feel like when it was like the turning point, the graduation actually in our life,
both
because it's like we are spending really good time. We are going in a restaurant, not studying at all, preparing for the exam. It's like we are having a really good time, and 3-4 years passes by and you don't realize and this triggered point, this turning point hit, and then you suddenly realize, okay, oh shit, like ye kahan aa gaye hum, kitna dur aa gaye hum, and we didn't realize. And our friend used to tease us that you guys are not best friend now. It doesn't look like you guys are best friend. But I mean, we both had a feeling that we are a best friend, but we kind of spending time to each other like we are girlfriend boyfriend.
Yeah. But we both of us like loved spending time together initially, but we did not ask more. I think he never said he loved me or anything like that. I never said I have feelings for you, because I was set in my mind, he is from a business family, he'll stay back in India, do his business, and I'm going to US for my masters. It was set. Before I even stepped my foot in India, I for sure knew that I wanted to settle in US. So we had different life goals, so we did not say anything to each other.
Yeah.
We were just happy in that moment, like so happy. I don't remember being that happy ever.
Same.
But there was also, so when he realized he's in love with me, the first thing he did was go and tell his family without telling me. So that's
I felt like I need to prepare my family first, because that would be a tougher part as compared to convincing you.
You kind of knew I was convinced, I think. Though we
I
never
kind of knew.
shared.
Yes. I mean, I had much more confident that if I'll express my feeling in front of you, you will say yes, as compared to if I'll express my feelings in front of my family, I'll get 10-15 laugha. Or slap. So, probability like low tha. So yeah. Oh my god, that's what the turning point.
How did you convince your family?
Ooh, the perfect time. Wow.
I know, right?
Okay. How did I convince my family? Oh gosh. So I need to tell everyone that in convincing my family, Nanu, Papa, and God. These three played a really important role in my family because I'm kind of a person who doesn't plan. So as soon as I went back home, uh, I told my dad and mom that I love one girl which I met during bachelors, and they didn't take me seriously. They felt like maybe it's just like one or two they think, then on third day I'll say like, okay, let's do business and whatever. But I stick to that, and then I think after a week it becomes serious, and then they thought of like, okay, now um, it took like 1 month, a whole 1 month to convince the whole family. And I guess my dad convinced when he met her.
Yeah, of course.
he felt like मेरा बच्चा मेरे बच्चे को ये अच्छे लाइन लेंथ अच्छा फ्यूचर दे सकती है. So I think he felt like that, and that's why he was as soon as he met her, he felt like she's really nice, she's really bold, she knows what she needs to do in the future. And I guess that's what you also need, someone who can guide you, so you guys would be comfortable. So वहाँ पे it's like dad का clear. And then there was a one turning point when I was convincing my family, where I felt like everything is falling apart, and that's where I got the signal from God. And seriously, like from that moment, things were becoming better. So वहाँ से it's like it started, and अभी तक वो वहाँ है. So thankfully, these three people actually helped me a lot. On your side, her dad gave me a really hard time.
Yes.
2 days.
Yes.
He didn't even talk to me.
He convinced his family before we started dating.
Yeah.
Kind of, I'd say.
Yes.
Not convinced, but you kind of told them about us. And after that, when his family was kind of agreeing, that's when he told me, like, I want a serious future with you, and I want to stay with you, I want to get married to you, and all that. But a lot of things were still we had to figure out, right? Because we had different life goals, different life plans, and yeah, so that part. And how did I convince my family? It had already been 4 years, I'd say 4 years roughish, when I was speaking to his family.
So I guess your mom had little idea about.
Yeah, so my mom, I had
okay.
told my mom just before I got after I got my visa actually.
Okay.
After I got my visa, I told my mom that there is someone who is really nice, and he's been my best friend for a long time, and I want you to meet him. So he flew from India to Nepal to kind of stay, meet my mom, get to know her, she'll get to know him, and they'll be comfortable. So when I'm in US, my mom doesn't feel that I'm alone, there's someone here who can take care of me, who can be with me. And then my dad was in a different place. So when I invited him over so he could meet me, my mom, not me, my dad showed up. Like out of the blue.
To surprise them.
To surprise us.
I was a third person.
So yeah, so we didn't want to involve dad at that time. It was just a mom and me thing, but he got involved somehow. And now we three are there, and my dad came home.
I felt like dad flew intentionally. Mom probably told him that please come here. Because
by now they would have told us if that was the case.
But we need to ask. I guess I need confirmation because it feels like it. How can it happen? Like as soon as I land, just after 15 minutes, your dad landed.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I agree. That's suspicious.
Yeah.
And they are kind of like that. You know how you tell your mom not to tell your dad, but she always tells your dad and then tells him not to tell you, but somehow your dad tells you. So all that drama, yeah, that always happens. So my dad came and he had no idea. My mom had some idea. Before we even started dating, she knew I had a very close friend and it was him. My dad, he had literally no idea. So he came in and he started being a rock. Like he wouldn't respond to anything he said for like 2 days, I think, right?
Yeah.
2 days?
2 days.
And on the third day, he got convinced.
He got convinced by you and Mamu.
I was like, please be little nice, no please.
Because मेरा please काम नहीं कर रहा. So they quickly realized.
So my dad just wanted to absorb him for like 2 days just to see what kind of nature, how he reacts when, you know, someone is angry or mad or confused. He just wanted to absorb him for like 2 days just before saying.
That's why he was not talking to me, and I got really scared when he told me that I was just analyzing you, observing you. I freaked out. It's like, what did I did in these 2 days? Now I had to revise everything.
Yeah. So that was the part. Like convincing wise, my family, I didn't have to convince a lot because they were always open to love marriage. My dad and mom, they had a love marriage, so they were like, if you're happy, we are happy. We just want to make sure both of you should be independent. That was their only condition. So yeah.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And they wanted someone from my own religion, like it should be a Hindu guy. So that was their only 2 conditions. So question number, what's the question number? 11.
11?
Yeah.
Okay. We are in question number 11.
It's a long one. It looks
Yeah. Sometimes do you feel language as a barrier? Like you can't explain yourself properly what language you speak with family? So I guess there are 3 parts. So
what was again? Can you repeat?
Okay, sometimes do you feel language as a barrier?
No, I don't.
Yeah, same. As soon. Oh, please go ahead. I think you
Sorry,
have-
no, go ahead. That was just a sudden realization.
No, I think I know what you realize, but let's say, I mean, as soon as I learned Nepali, now I don't feel at all language as a barrier, because before what I saw is Mamu and Nanu used to speak in Nepali language and I didn't understand at all.
Mamu is my mom.
Yes.
Nanu is me.
And sometimes I caught her bitching about me. So that was my motivation. I need to learn Nepali. I need to know what she's saying.
Sometimes I would.
But yeah, like as soon as I learned Nepali, I don't feel like language is a barrier. But yeah, please.
I do feel language is a barrier sometimes when there are adults in his family talking.
Oh yes.
And I don't understand because they speak in Marwadi.
She learned Hindi, but Marwadi is little tricky, I guess.
So I know like little bit of Marwadi, but they are fast. Okay. So my brain has to decode, but at a faster pace. So sometimes I feel it, but it's very rare. Like when Papaji, Buaji, they all talk, and I'm like, they say a joke. This is what happens. They crack a joke, everybody laughs, and I'm like, what happened? Tell me. And then he explains me the joke, and then
she laughs, and everybody looks at her.
Yeah. So I do feel sometimes that language is a little bit of a barrier. Next question.
Like you can't explain yourself properly.
Oh, myself? No. I know Hindi. So मैं अपने आप को बहुत अच्छे से explain कर पाती हूँ.
And my family had this thing in their mind that maybe she doesn't speak Hindi, but she was so fluent that they really like shocked. Like कि ये तो हिंदी इतना अच्छे से बोलती है.
ये नेपाल से कैसे हो सकती है?
And for me, I think sometimes I felt like I cannot express myself because of some words I still don't know, like how to convert into Nepali language. So I use Hindi word, but I'm glad that Mamu, Papa, or the relatives, they understand Hindi, so they can basically relate. Yeah. What language you speak with family?
In his family we speak Hindi, in my family we speak Nepali.
Because we need to train both. I mean, she needs to train Hindi, I need to train myself with Nepali language. So yes. That's it?
No, there was one more.
No?
Just 2 questions?
Yeah. Oh, I actually made it this. What you...
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
My turn. How many times did we break up and patch off? Oh my god.
I know a funny story, I guess you are going to
yeah. Which I already shared with you before, right?
Yes.
So, break up and patch up, I'd say every night when we were in a long distance.
and we were in a long distance for 1 year.
1 year.
When no, I guess 2 years, huh? Because
1 year.
we were preparing for GRE, and then I came to USA 1 year before you, so
Yeah,
2 years,
2
huh?
years, yeah.
So 2 years.
2 years. But those 2 years, 1 year, no, I don't think both years I did
I
break
mean,
up with you. I'm trying to
see,
think
I
when
mean-
was the peak time?
Because in the first year we were
Yeah,
able
yeah,
to
yeah.
meet frequently, as compared to as soon as I came here, it
Yeah,
was not
yeah.
that frequent. It's like once a year.
Once a year.
I'm able to meet.
So, break up and patch up. When we were doing long distance, he was okay. He's a sleep lover. Let me give you a little background. No matter what happens, even if we have an argument, even if we fought, whatever happens, he goes to bed. He'll talk to me later. He'll deal with me later on. But that night time, he won't compromise his sleep. And I am kind of a person like if we fight, if something happens, I need to fix that before I sleep, or I cannot sleep. So I used to tell him, can we talk? And then he would be like, okay, we'll talk after dinner. So I would wait and he would sleep, which would make me really mad because I'm waiting. There's so many things I want to say. We've not spoken, because of the fight since all day, and I'm like not able to sleep. I have so much things that I want to say, and he is not picking my call. So I would break up with him in the text, say everything I wanted, like like pour all my excuse me, pour everything out, all of my thoughts, all of the things I wanted to say when he's asleep. And then after a while, I just felt like, once I spit it all out, I'm calm. So now I take him back. That's okay, baby, I understand. There's time difference, there's long distance. We just started dating. I totally get it. Take him back. And after that, it's like maybe 4 a.m. now. I started at 1, 3 hours. It's 4 a.m. now. I'm taking him back. I broke up with him. I already took him back. So by the time he get up, around 6, 7, I delete all the messages.
I see like 100 messages got deleted. Like Nanu deleted this message, and I'm like, what happened? And I felt like the phone got malfunction, and that's why I got like random text, and then she deleted that way.
So yes, we did break up a lot of time, but it was one-sided. Me breaking up with him and taking him back.
Thankfully in the sleep.
In the sleep. He had no idea. We never had a verbal breakup, I think. We never had a breakup.
Yeah.
Did we ever have a breakup? No.
No.
We never had a breakup where
Generally,
both of us
yeah.
agreed to the breakup. Like, even if I would be like, I'm so mad at you and, I don't want to talk to
We
you.
run into huge fights, but
We
not.
did before living together.
Yeah.
I think after living together, our fights have...
I think the good thing is, like as you said, you wanted to say so many things, and I felt sleepy and I slept. So slowly I realized that it's not a one-way thing. I also need to listen to your part, understand what you are feeling. So now I feel like I was so wrong that I used to sleep, and obviously
Just
it
to
will
avoid
make
the argument. He would sleep just to avoid that. He knew that there was going to be a lot of back and forth.
And I felt like you will never run from the argument. It's like if you'll run now, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, you'll run into this.
It's coming at ya.
So it's like face it, deal with it,
And move on.
and go ahead.
So how he used to deal with it is like we are going to have an argument. He would distance himself a little bit so that it would get better on its own. It wouldn't. It would get worse on its own.
And that's what I saw in my childhood.
Like in your family,
In my
right?
family, like they give time to each other, and then after some time, it's normal, and they do not even talk to what happened. But
no, I will talk everything about what happened because
until it gets fixed.
because without clearing that thing, I cannot move forward.
Yeah.
And it will bother me.
And it's so uncomfortable for her.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I learned by living together. That I need to be little courageous, speak, fix it, and then go ahead.
Yeah. So question number 13.
Yes.
What common things you love the most?
That's nice. Say good things about me.
About you?
Common
Us.
things. I mean, yeah,
Common
why-
things we love the most. We love
Okay.
everything,
Yeah.
doing everything together.
Spending time together, especially.
Yeah, it's so crazy that you met someone 10 years ago, you've been with that person, you've been there with as a best friend, you dated, you married, and you are in the house together, just the two of you, and still your talks will never get over.
Yeah.
Like you chat all day. It's just doing
It's like
everything together.
we are still in this best friend phase where we speak everything, whatever we are feeling, we talk to each other, we just share thoughts. So yeah, that's the first thing, the common thing that we do, and traveling. Second thing.
Outdoor activities. We both
Yes.
are more of a hiker.
So yeah, there is a lot of compatibility, and I guess that's why there are so many common things.
Yeah.
So it's like when she's cooking, I try to chop vegetables because that's the best thing I could do. I cannot put masala and make this dish tasty. That's only she can do.
I already read the question. You were
Okay.
talking by chance.
Okay, yeah.
So question number
14.
14. I can't believe how these are coming in order, but the question is like and dislike about each other.
Okay.
That's so common. So like. I like how he's calm, he's patient with me. It's just like we find a perfect balance. Like if I'm hyper, he's a little calm. If I'm not patient, he's a little. I think I'm saying all good things about you.
Likes.
Right? Yeah. No, this not. Yeah, likes. This is
Likes.
what I like about you, right? Okay. Yeah, I was supposed to say good things. I'm sorry. So his nature, how he listens, which he just learned over time.
Okay, that was something new. Recently updated.
Recently updated. Now he listens, he doesn't try to avoid the argument because he knows it's coming at chat. I am not letting it go, right? Until we talk it out, and I think that's a good practice. So, and what else? He tries to help me in whatever ways he can, like even if it's a sari that I'm trying to wear, and if he sees that I'm having a problem, and he has no idea how to wear a sari. I don't. How will he have an idea? But he'll try to chip in whatever he can. He always has something to offer to the plate. That's what I like about him. Dislike.
Be very careful.
He never gets up in the morning. I have to remind him to cut his nails.
Well, that's the least important.
I have to remind him every week to cut his nails. And he'll try to postpone that for like 2 to 3 days, and when I get like, are you cutting your nails or not? And then that's when he'll cut his nails. So
Okay.
like small things. It's
That-
just he's just
That is what I am from childhood. I guess mom's tired about this. My brother is tired.
tired of this. Yeah, so just that he
But-
doesn't get up in the morning. Like I have to always pull him out of the bed. Use
My
all my
mom
energy.
gives her really good ideas
She's
that
like,
she
just
used
throw,
to implement.
Yeah, just throw some water. That's what I did. I'm like, okay. I'll reach to that point. Not today.
About you, you know what I really like about you is, as you know that we are facing two different culture. We are familiar with two different cultures, so you really understand about people, not about only culture. Like how, what kind of things I need to do over here so that way I don't offend. So it's like an understanding thing. So you try to understand the situation and then manage according to you. So that is really nice. That is like a really good thing that I loved. Dislike, I would say that she's a little messy. I mean, she'll just open clothes and
It's inside my closet.
I mean, it's still. Whenever you open the gate, I feel like, oh my god! It's like I have to ask her whether I should go inside her cupboard or not, walk-in
It's
closet or
because
not.
you are more organized.
Because I heard a lot of horror stories, like at her house. What she told me is, whoever the person, if they try to open her wardrobe, a bunch of clothes dump on her.
Yeah,
Could
Yeah.
fell, and the person like can really fell on the ground, like
Baba,
that much
that is
clothes
too
can.
much. The
Is
person
it? That's what I felt. That's what I imagined.
You are over exaggerating. I never said the person could fall. I said, if you like, sometimes just open my wardrobe, a pile of clothes could just fall down. I never said it could make the person.
That's what I thought, Baba. Like it will, person will, literally. It's like.
Yeah. So, but I've improved a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
I mean,
It's like. I mean, Mamu. If Mamu will see you now, na, she'll see that. Oh my God. Like I don't think so. She's my daughter now.
Yeah, because I've become much organized after living with
yes.
him.
Yes.
And the last question.
How do you handle stress or difficult situation in relationship? That's the perfect ending question.
How do I handle stress?
Stress or difficult situation in a relationship?
By talking, by shouting.
If she's stressed, she'll run. Ah! No, I'm just kidding.
A little bit of that is true.
Oh my God, it's like tennis match. Over here, she's running over here in the air with the sound.
Yeah, so if I'm stressed, you can see it. I'm not someone who can put a fake face. Whatever is going on, it's 100% visible in my face, and you can see if I'm stressed or whatever. And he'll come to me and he'll be like, "What happened?"
No, but first I try to hear like whether it's a really stressful situation or not, whether I need to be a part of like
Yeah, if it's like super stressful, we both are like those two minions just running around. But if it's just a little stressful, I get more stressed.
And then I try to tell her like, okay, we can make it fix. It's just like be calm, and we'll think of how to fix thing up, and then it will be fine. And then I guess as soon as she share with me the stress, she becomes a little calmer.
Yeah.
About me, how I handle stress or difficult situation is, I would say, the only difficult situation I'm seeing is when I make you mad.
You will sleep through the madness.
No, it's like, but I have to face it, not like someday.
So, and it's so nice. Like before, when we were in long distance, I would get mad. I would just message him. He could just sleep, like avoid it. In the house, how is he gonna avoid it? So, and after living together, I would say 99% of our fights have resolved on its own. We don't even fight anymore because we can see what the other person is doing, how they think, how everything. You just don't get mad because you know that this person is constantly making an effort and something happened and that's why the person is not able to. In long distance, I used to always feel like, like
there's a very little
he doesn't
time to
wanna,
talk.
he doesn't want to talk. So, yeah, I think. What was the question?
How we handle difficult situations.
Difficult situation.
So I already told the difficult situation is when I make you mad and I don't know why I made you mad. It's like, oh my God, that's a stress and a difficult situation where I don't know how it happened.
And I don't know if it's just in my household or it's everywhere, but I get more mad in like small things, and sometimes I make a mistake and he doesn't get mad. So I really want to appreciate you for that. It's like a small thing, but it's like so nice. Like when he's just beating the eggs and something spill off, I'm like, just be a little careful. And when I'm beating the eggs, and that'll happen rarely, but it does happen, right? It just spills. He's like, that's okay, Baba, I'll take care of it. So, like this, I just want to appreciate all the men and women who do this. It's like a small gesture, but it's really nice. So, yeah, I don't know, I think I went a little off topic, but...
No, I think that's nice. So, we are actually completed
Done
with
with
all
all
your
our
questions, but
questions.
definitely there are so much more. If you guys enjoyed it, please let us know so that we will continue this about a session.
Yes, about a session. If you guys want to do more, we are more than open to. Thank you so much for all the amazing questions, and we love you so much, and we are so happy to be doing this. I love making videos for you guys. We both enjoy it thoroughly, I think.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And if you have not subscribed and you like our content, go ahead and put that thumbs up. And and see you in our next video. Bye.
Darshan, namaste ji.
Dogdu. Bye. Hello everyone, welcome to That Cool Couple. And here we are here with a video. And a video. And a video. And a video. Big video.
Speak
बोलो
Baba.
ना बा.
You
You turned yo.
Baba, your camera. Say
You're on
something.
camera.
Yeah. Cut Baba.
Cut.
Jama.
जाऊ ना बाबा तिमी
कट
प्लिज
गर्न
बाबा मैले अघि सेट गरेको प्लिज गो
Baba, gako din yaar.
प्लिज बाबा इट्स रेकर्डिङ प्लिज काट 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 काट